Hi everyone, welcome back to LL Sports TV. Just witnessed Arsenal drawing away from home at Chelsea today, 1-1. Good game actually, good game. A lot of people coming into this game and saying that they thought it was a must-win game for Arsenal. I wasn't quite of that opinion. I said I would take a draw, depending on the performance, because we have to recognise that Chelsea are a very good team. They've got some very good players. They're at home and they're in a good vein of form, whereas Arsenal, we have to admit, have not been in our best form. So it was always going to be a difficult game today, but I thought we started the game well. The players showed a good attitude, a good approach. I thought the tempo was good. I was pleased with the aggression that we showed and some of the one-on-one challenges. That was noticeable. Good ebb and flow to the game. And yeah, certainly the first half I thought Arsenal looked good, and I was actually optimistic at the end of the first half. I thought, you know what, we could actually go on and win this game. Second half started well. I mean, listen, it's a game of fine margins, a game like this, because no team was dominating. But I did think that Arsenal were playing well. And on the 60th minute, Gabriel Martinelli scored his first goal for a while. Situation arose where the ball came to him in the corner. He picked out his spot. I think the Chelsea goalkeeper was at fault, but nevertheless, Martinelli found his slot. Good finish. Arsenal 1-0 up. So you're thinking, hopefully now Arsenal can go on and get a win, which would have been the first win in a few games. However, that wasn't the case, because exactly 10 minutes later, Pedro Neto, who up until then had caused a few problems, but it looked like we were working that out. He picks up the ball on the edge of the box, beats a player, drops a shoulder, and does something that, I've got to be honest, we don't do enough at Arsenal, which was shoot outside the box. He chanced his luck, found the bottom corner, excellent goal, and so that equalised it for Chelsea. And I thought thereafter, nip and tuck game, pretty tight. No team was dominating, but you felt that there might be another big opportunity for either side in the closing moments, and so it proved. But the opportunity fell to Arsenal with a, right at the end, Leandro Trossard ball into the box. He didn't quite make a proper connection in it, and that was that. The game ended 1-1. Now, as I've alluded to, I don't think that was such a bad point. Some Arsenal fans are of the opinion that we had to win today. Yes, it was disappointing that we didn't win, because we've now gone, I think it's 9 points we're behind Liverpool and 5 behind City. We're in 4th place going into the international break. Some fans are saying that if we're going to win the title, we needed to have won today. I don't quite necessarily agree with that. His points dropped, yes. However, we didn't lose. The performance was better. And you've got to look at the way the whole season is panning out so far. You've got to put everything into context. There have been some maverick results. There have been some performances and results that you didn't expect to see. So, for example, Tottenham were beaten at home today by Ipswich. Ipswich recorded their first win of the season. You saw Man City yesterday. They got beaten again. I think that's like 3 or 4 defeats on the spin now for them. When have you seen that before? So I guess what I'm trying to say is that this season could be a bit of a maverick season. There's going to be results that you didn't expect. And I expect that to carry on throughout the whole of the season, to be honest. It could be that maybe the margins are getting closer. Some of the teams that you wouldn't expect to get wins over some of the top sides, they're going to continue to do so. I wouldn't bet against it. So in other words, what I'm saying is that Arsenal have no real reason to feel that they're out of the title race. I think there's a long way to go. I don't think 9 points are insurmountable. I think what Arsenal need to do now is go away and reflect. Obviously, the things to work on, our finishing could be better. Some of our approach play could be better. We need to show a bit more creativity, a bit more ingenuity. We need to break teams down a little bit more than what we've shown. But I don't think it's an impossible task. I still think if Arsenal do their due diligence and get things right, I think it will be there or thereabouts at the end of the season. Would also like to say that it was great to see Martin Odegaard back today. I mean, if you look at Arsenal's first goal, he was instrumental in that. Beautiful assist, picks up the ball just inside the box, floats a lovely ball into the path of Martinelli. And as I said earlier, he took his goal well. Martin Odegaard had a good game, leads the press, leads the team. He's a very integral figure to Arsenal Football Club, and that showed today, even though you got to take into consideration it's his first game for 12 games, and he came in and he looked good. So he's only going to get better. So these are encouraging signs for Arsenal. I think Martinelli scoring his first goal in a while, that's an encouraging sign. I think Mikel Mourinho, he came on, he did have a chance to score, didn't quite take it, but I think overall he looks like he's adjusting to the tempo, the pace and intensity of the Premier League. So that's another plus point. Thomas Partey, I thought was outstanding today. I thought he was man of the match. I was interested to note that the TV people had Mark Cucurella of Chelsea as man of the match. I couldn't see that coming, to be honest. I don't know what that's all about. I thought Partey was man of the match. I also thought that William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes had a really good game. So yeah, there's lots of encouraging signs. It's not over yet. Yes, we're 9 points behind, but it's certainly not insurmountable. We've got the international break coming up now. Arsenal are in fourth. We're in the Champions League places. And after the international break, I think it's fair to say, without being disrespectful to the teams concerned, that we've got a couple of winnable games coming up. We've got Forest at home. Forest were beaten quite conclusively today by Newcastle. We've got Forest at home next. We've also got West Ham coming up. We've got a few games at home. You know, it's going to be different, man. It's going to be different. I'm confident that once the international break is over and the Premier League resumes, I think Arsenal can get back on track and make a real fist of either winning the Premier League or at least being in a shake-up come May next year. But that's all from me. Thanks for watching, people. If you're new here, please like, share and subscribe. We're trying to build this thing. I'm grateful to all of you who watch my videos and support the channel. I am out. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'm out.